Hello everybody, this is Manny from Collaboration Home, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to change your eyes, the color of your eyes, and animating it. And basically here's the effect that we're doing today. Alright you guys, as you can see this effect is very simple, and I know there's lots of ways to change your eye color, but this is one of the ways that you can do it. So this is actually a way that we actually came up and actually using one of our videos. So basically, let's get started. Alright you guys, I just imported my base footage into the timeline, and as you can see throughout the video, my eyeball goes all over the place. It will go from here to here to here, and to solve this problem we're going to track the effect. And to do that, you're going to go to Layer, New, and No Object. The No Object basically serves as a information storage for the tracking thing that we're about to do. Tracking eyeball. Alright, so we're going to rename this Tracking. This project composed of lots of layers, so it's really important to name them so that you don't get confused. Alright, so make sure you click on your base footage and scroll this all the way down to the beginning so that it will track from the beginning instead of in the middle of the project. So you're going to click on your base footage and click Track Motion. If this thing window is not here, just go to Window and Tracker. Alright, so we're just going to use these dots right here to track our eyeball. It's right there. Make sure. And after you track your eyeball, you're gonna click play, and make sure this is at the beginning. So you're gonna click play. Since I'm using this high definition video, tracking will take a long time. So I'm just gonna pause the video and wait until it finishes. Okay, well the tracking just finished, and the next step is basically gonna go to Edit Target, and make sure you go to your No Object, which is called Tracking. We just did that already. So you click OK and you click Apply, and yes, X and Y, and click OK. And now the No Object should be tracking your eyeball. It looks pretty good so far. So now that we're done with tracking, we're just gonna duplicate our layer and begin the process of adding colors to our eyes. So we're just gonna duplicate it, and we're gonna right click, rename. Oops, I'm sorry. We're gonna rename it. And we're going to name it Color, because this layer will be responsible for adding color to our eyes. And then we're going to add the Hue and Saturation plugin to it. Like so. And click Colorize. And before we continue, make sure we right click, Time, and Freeze Frame. And we're going to click on here, click Tracking. And this part right here just allows the tracking information to correlate with this layer. So now we can finally pick the desired color that we want. And for this tutorial, I'm just going to add like a greenish color to it. Like so. And I'm going to increase this to make it a little bit more or less subtle. My bad. Less subtle. Just take that box away. Okay. So now it looks pretty cool. It's greenish and it's shiny. So now we're just going to mask it out, because we don't want our face to be colored too. I recommend this part just to be more accurate than what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing this for the sake of the tutorial. Going pretty fast here. Alright. Now it looks pretty cool, but we have these rough edges and we don't want that. So we're going to click F on our color layer and just add a feather to it, just to blend in a little bit. I'm going to drag this a little bit down. Oh, and to make this thing go away and come back, just click on this button. I'm sorry. I'm going to drag a little bit inwards. So we don't want the white part of our eyes to turn green. We're going to lower this down to 8. Alright, that looks pretty cool so far. Just to make it more obvious that our eyes change color, I'm just going to add the curve tool to it. Increase that brightness up. And then I'm going to right click on this, click blending mode, and add. Alright, I'm just going to move this a little bit to the side, because we don't want the white spot to show green. Alright, now that looks pretty darn cool. Now the second part that we have to do is add that black spot back, because we don't want the black circle in our eyes to stay green, because it looks kind of unrealistic. So now what we're going to do is duplicate this layer, And then we're going to delete hue and saturation plugin that we installed a while ago and the curves. And then we're going to right click blending mode and change it back to normal. And then we're going to create another mask to it. So add mask to it. Then click subtract and invert it. So now our black pupil thing, I think that's what it's called, is back. We're going to feather this out just to make it naturally look more natural. Let's see. Alright, that looks pretty darn awesome. Alright, so now we're going to add the animation part to it. So now we're going to scroll back to the beginning. And we're going to click on our first layer, color. And we're going to go to click M. And we're going to go to expansion. And we're going to click on the stopwatch to animate the mask. And we're going to drag it all the way down until we don't see the effect anymore. Which is in my case, it's around 35-ish. Alright. So now we're going to go to the part where we do want the effect to start. So we're going to drag it. I want it to start right there. So I'm going to increase it back to 0 like the number before. And now it just basically animates it. And basically you're done with the whole effect. And the tracking looks pretty awesome. And here's the final effect. Alright you guys, thank you for watching our tutorial. If you want to see more, just subscribe to us, or if you have any more questions, just message us directly and we'll try to answer back to you guys. Thank you.